All right, y'all. Assalamu alaikum. Peace and blessings to all of you. Hope you are doing fantastic, great, spectacular, and all of that great stuff. Come on in the room. Looking forward to this evening's Read Aloud, y'all. Super excited about that. So come on in. Let's get this party started. Let's get it started. All right, everybody. All right. Come on in. Come on in. Let's see me turn this up. Turn this up. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Come on in this room. Come on in, y'all. How you doing? How you living? How was your Sunday going for ya? How is it going? Is it going fantastic, superb, spectacular, magnificent, terrific, all the adjectives that you can think of that are positive, that are great? I hope that is what is happening for you on this fine Sunday evening. For me, might be morning, might be afternoon for you. Whatever time of day it is, I hope that you are doing absolutely splendid. Please let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat where you are tuning in from. All right. Let me know in the chat where you are tuning in from. That would be so great. Put a hey, what's up in the chat, a peace, a salams. What's up? Okay. I would love to know who is in this room so we can get started on with the read aloud for this Sunday. I have a very cool book, great book on so many levels, y'all. But before I get started, I will introduce myself or reintroduce myself. My name is Miss Sasha. I'm the founder and executive director of ABC Read, which is the nonprofit organization that I was blessed to start over 10 years ago. So actually in 2012, then we started our programming in 2014, where we started having what we like to call read aloud experiences or reading events, reading experiences, where we have interactive read alouds, engaging projects, activities, games, and it became an intergenerational space. Even though our focus initially was for the youth because of the dismal literacy stats that we have here in the greater Cleveland area. And as we know, I don't care where you go across this country, we see those dismal literacy. Hey, what's up? That's what I'm talking about. Let's grow. Yes. All right, Kansas. Okay. All right. And so, the dismal literacy stats. And so we were combating those. We wanted to cultivate a space where we see ourselves as Black folks, brown folks, underserved folks being represented in the literacy space. We distribute books, over 9,000 books, y'all. Over 9,000. At first I was saying up to, close to 9,000. Actually, it's over 9,000. So we did a count. I actually got to add more books because we just had our parent workshop yesterday where I was able to present the power of reading aloud to parents at a local school where I tutor kids at on Saturdays. That was super dope. So the parents were able to get some information on the power of something as simple as what I'm about to get in with you guys right now, which is reading books aloud, y'all. Oh, what a simple way for us to be able to get our children to be strong, confident readers. So we don't have to keep hearing them say things like, I hate reading, I don't like to read, reading sucks, it gets on my nerves. No, we can cultivate that love of literacy early. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get started with the read aloud. I'm so used to seeing more people. I don't know if people got confused with the time because I put on the flyer 7:30. So I'm used to seeing more people. I kind of starting to get a little spoiled. I'm starting to see more people come in. I see a couple people in. Very good, very good. All right. But I'm not going to delay any longer. All right. It's 5 minutes into the broadcast and I'm ready, y'all. Are y'all ready for Ice Cream Man? Yes, yes. Ice Cream Man is the title of this story. How Augustus Jackson made a sweet treat better. It was written by Glenda, Armand, and Kim Freeman, illustrated by Keith Mallet. Okay, y'all, let's dive into it, y'all. Who don't like ice cream? Put in the chat. If you don't like ice cream, I need to know who you is, okay? I needs to know, all right? Because I ain't met a person yet who did not like ice cream, okay? Look at that. Ooh, I love this. Oh, this. Let me show y'all the back cover, too. Isn't that dope? I love it. Just so warm and friendly and inviting. Here we go. On a hot summer day in 1850, Augustus Jackson's colorful hat could be seen from a block away as he strolled down Philadelphia's cobblestone streets. He pushed his cart and sang his familiar tune. It's hot, hot, hot. Come on in and cool down. Old Gus has the greatest ice cream in town. Got lots of flavors, so take your pick, step right up, and have a lick. Ice cream man! Children shouted as they came running. Ice cream man! Augustus Jackson stopped and tipped his hat. That's right, he thought. I am the ice cream man. For him, it was a dream come true. The children gathered around the cart. Each in turn handed a penny to the ice cream man. He spooned out his sweet treat and remembered how his dream began. Augustus Jackson was born in 1808 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. At that time, most African Americans were enslaved, forced to work under cruel conditions for no pay. But in Pennsylvania, slavery was against the law. So while Augustus and his family were free, they were also poor. They worked together in their garden and raised chickens for food. Augustus enjoyed helping his mother cook for his brothers and sisters. Soon he prepared entire meals. His family praised his skills. Why, Gus, you could cook for pay. Could I? Gus wondered. Could this be a way to help my family? He began to dream of becoming a professional cook. One day, when he was only 12 years old, Gus decided to follow his dream. Gus said goodbye to his mother, brothers, and sisters and hitched a ride with family friends who were on their way to Washington, D.C. They knew of a place that could use Gus's cooking skills. When Gus arrived, he did not waste any time. He applied for a job at the White House. Gus met Jenny Trigger, the head cook. He learned that even though she was enslaved, Jenny ran the kitchen. Jenny took a liking to Gus and hired him to be a kitchen helper. Work hard, Jenny told him, and I'll make you a cook. Yes, ma'am, said Gus, and he started work the next day. Gus milked the White House dairy cows. He tended the garden. He rotated meats over the fire in the kitchen fireplace. At night, he slept in a room for both free and enslaved servants. Five years later, 17-year-old Gus had a new job. He was a cook. His dream had come true. Gus became an expert at making a cold, sweet pudding with eggs and milk. It was called ice cream, and it had been a favorite of the presidents for a long time. Gus made the sweet treat in an ice cream machine, a wooden bucket with a metal canister inside. Making ice cream was a slow process. Gus had to time it just right so it would be ready when dessert was served. The delicacy brought smiles to the faces of the rich, important White House guests. Their smiles grew even wider when Gus created a new, lighter mixture without eggs. One day, while preparing a special dinner, Gus asked Jenny, why should only the fancy dressed people enjoy ice cream? Why not make everyone smile? Now, Gus had a new dream. He would make ice cream for everyone. At the age of 22, Gus said goodbye to Jenny and his friends at the White House and returned to his hometown to embark on his next adventure. Back in Philadelphia, Gus opened his very own ice cream parlor. In the White House, the guests ate Gus's delicious delicacy right away. Now that he had a shop, he had to make ice cream last longer. So he spooned it into quart-sized tins and placed the tins in buckets filled with chipped ice. Then he set the buckets on a big block of ice. Customers crowded inside the parlor to try Gus's one-of-a-kind ice cream flavors. Sometimes Gus brought the ice cream to the customers. He pushed his cart down Goodwater Street chanting merrily, ice cream, come and taste. Get it before it melts, no time to waste. Strawberry mint and vanilla too. Step right up, try something new. Gus sold all the ice cream he could make. Gus's success inspired other people to open ice cream parlors too. But no one could make ice cream as frosty, smooth, and sweet as he could. So Gus had an idea. Why not sell his ice cream to the new shop owners? He would do just that. But he would have to invent a way to make his ice cream faster, and he had to make it last even longer. One day, Gus made his ice cream the same way he always did. He poured the ingredients, sugar, cream, and one of his tasty flavorings into the ice cream machine's metal canister. Then he took the lid, which had a paddle attached to the inside, and tightened it onto the canister. Gus placed the canister inside the wooden bucket. Next, he filled the space around the canister with ice. But on this day, in 1832, he added something to the ice, rock salt. Then he twisted the canister's handle. Back and forth, swish, swish. The paddle whipped and spun the mixture. Soon Gus removed the lid. Inside was his famous ice cream. He had made it in half the time. Wow. Gus had discovered that rock salt made the mixture freeze more quickly. And the sooner it froze, the faster it became Gus's great tasting ice cream. So he made more and more. And he created new flavors. Back and forth, butter pecan. Back and forth, rum raisin. Swish, swish, chocolate. Now Gus can make enough ice cream for the new shop owners and his regular customers too. The shop owners paid the enormous sum of $1 a quart, but it was worth every penny. Folks in Philly ate it up. Another one of Gus's dreams came true when his whole family came to work in his parlor. They packed his ice cream in rock salt and ice, and they sold it near and far. They shipped it by train to New York City, which was 100 miles away, and it didn't melt. Gus' thoughts came back to the present. He finished spooning out the ice cream to his eager customers. He had realized his dream and more, but even better, Augustus Jackson made people smile. Philly's original ice cream man continued on his way, singing, ice cream, quite a treat. Come smile a while and beat the heat. Try butter pecan rum raisin too. Got a sweet tooth made just for you. And still today, who can eat ice cream without smiling? Oh, wow. I love this book. The end. And guess what it has in the back, y'all? Make your own ice cream recipe. So it gives you the ingredients and the instructions on how to make that delicious treat. So, as you all know, once again, with our read alouds, I have been making these Kahoot games to go with the story. And the intention behind that was to see and make sure that you guys comprehended, understood the story. All right. Because as we know, we can read the words all day long, but we don't understand what it is that we're reading, then it's like we're not even reading anything at all. Comprehension, understanding is the meat to reading. All right. So with that being said, y'all, it's time. It's time. Are y'all ready? Let's do this. Okay. Share this old screen up in chat. All right. Here we go. All right. So waiting for those participants. Go ahead and put in those numbers so we can start with the hey. Come on in. Come on in. Let's do this. Let's do this, y'all. Come on in, come on in. Let's get that Kahoot game started. All right, waiting for people to come on in this room. All right, woo! We got Princess Pretty came on in. Let's get it. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. Let's do it. It must be people must be enjoying their families or something, doing some different things this evening. I'm so used to seeing more of my people up in here. I done got spoiled. That's all right. Y'all know how we do. Okay. I don't care if I got one person in. We gonna play. All right. We doing this. That means there's one person who is interested, who is excited about having fun with literacy. All right. So I'm waiting about another minute for some more guests to come on in. Come on into this little room, y'all, so we can get it on and happen. All right. So we can get it on and popping. Let's see if my son. Him join. The food. All right, we're about to get ready. I'm going to click play. Playing. Okay, put your name in. All right. Well, put your name in. Uh-oh. There we go. That's all right. All right. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. All right. So now I'm about to click start. All right. Click start. Yes. I'm so happy. And I'm able to do it on the newer computer too. I'm like, yes. All right. Where was Augustus Jackson from? Detroit, Cleveland, Philadelphia, or as we affectionately call Philadelphia, Philly, or Augustus? Where was? Oh my God! Look, all you, whoever picked Philly, you were correct. We about to see. At least let's see who chose Philly because you were correct. All right, all right. So Princess Pretty, woo! Yes, yes, yes. All right, good job, good job. Let's see next. And this has 20 questions this time. What did Augustus do very well to help his family? Did he make ice cream, make clothes, fix house? No, actually, he cooked food. So if you weren't here for the beginning of the read aloud, that's what he did first. And that's why I put one of the answers, make ice cream, to see if you guys were listening to the story. But again, if you weren't able to hear the story, then you wouldn't have known that. So that's what he did. He actually cooked food first for his family. All right, let's see. Go to next. All right. What did his family suggest that he could do with his skill? Others, very good. That's right. That's right. He could get paid to cook for people. He had a beautiful family. That was very smart. They said, "Oh, the mom said my son," and then his siblings. They like, "Hey, hey, where did you supposed to use work?" White House, Black House, Orange House, Green House. Mhm. Yes, that's where he went. It was the White House. Yep, because this was during the time. Again, this was still during the time of slavery. But his family, they lived in Philly where slavery was against the law, so they were free. As soon as he got to the White House, he became a cook. That's true or false? As soon as he got there, he became a okay. Well, you do that, then you click it. Yes, the answer was false. That is not what he did when he first got there, even though that's what he wanted to do. But that's not the first thing that he did when he got there. Okay, and you will see with the next. All right, Princess Pretty. Look at that answer streak. What was one of the duties that he had? He was he wipe off counters, he floors, in the garden. Huh? Actually, it was he tended or took care of the garden. All right, that's all right. Musa, can you? Yeah, yeah. Stop texting. Okay. All right, y'all see? All right, Princess Pretty in the lead. Musa the GOAT is in second place. And we have I still trying to get on the scoreboard. All right. I is still trying to get on the scoreboard. At 12 years old, he came to the White House. He became a cook at 17. How long did it take for him to become a cook? So this is a little math. All right. He was 12 years old when he came. He became a cook at 17. So how long did it take for him to become a cook? Okay. So this is something you use math. 5 years, right? From 12, then you count 5, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. All right. So that was like a story problem, actually. All right. So let's see who was able to get that one. All right, Princess Pretty, very good. Musa to go. And then I came on the screen with it. Very good. That's what I'm talking about. Keep on my phone on do not disturb, please. Thanks. All right. He start making as a popsicle, water ice or ice cream. Oh, he was really, right? Really good for water ice. It was ice cream, right? Exactly. I tried to trip you up a little bit. Let me see here. Y'all paying attention. Yes, Princess Pretty, Musa the Goat, and then I. Very good, y'all. Y'all doing it. Nah. What were the two things that he used as his ice cream machine? Did he use a metal bucket and wooden canister? Or did he use a metal canister and a wooden bucket? Did he use a wooden bucket and an electric mixer? Or a wooden spoon and a metal spoon? My people who know how to make ice cream the old school way, you're always going to get it correct. So if you chose metal canister and wooden bucket, yes, that was the correct answer. Let's see who was able to get that. Oh my goodness, Musa the Goat. All right, okay. Very good. In the lead, Princess Pretty. Go ahead, girl, with your bad self. And you're in the lead. No, man, no. We celebrate here. What ingredient remove ice cream? Do we remove the milk, sugar, the eggs, or the you have to will make sense, right? What did he remove? All right, it was actually the eggs. So whoever chose eggs was correct. All right, of course, he needed the milk and the sugar. Are you making ice cream? You need milk and sugar. Salt? Maybe, but that really is not a main ingredient. So let's see. Princess Pretty got that. Very good. Go ahead, girl. Musa the Goat. And then I. All right, y'all. How old was Augustus when I forgot to put when he left Washington, D.C. to return to Philadelphia? How old was he when he left Washington? to return back. Okay. It was actually 22. All right. That's when he wound up. And again, that you would have had to have listened to the story in order to got that answer correct. All right. So Princess Pretty still in the lead, moves to the goat. And then I is coming in third place, a strong third. All right. We got about 8 more questions left. What did he open up when he got back to Philadelphia? Was it a restaurant, a cooking school, a bookstore, or an ice cream? This one, everybody should get, even if you did not listen to the story. Ice cream man. No, he opened up an ice cream shop. Yep. At this point, he was making ice cream. All right. Let's see who was able to get that. Princess Pretty got that. Moose to the Goat. And I. All right. Let's do it. Let's rock and roll. All right. What was the key ingredient that he used at first to make ice cream? Salt, ice, spoon. Maybe. Okay. All right. So the correct answer was ice. All right. Yes, to make it last longer, so that it wouldn't, melt and it would stay fresh. He had to use the ice first. All right. Let's see who was able to get that. Moose to the Goal came in. All right. And Princess Pretty, and then I. All right. Okay. Yes. What did he inspire others to do with his creation? What did he inspire others to do with his creation? To make their own ice cream shops. What did he inspire others to make their own ice cream parlors? There were other people who they saw his ice cream shop and they were like, shoot, well, if he can do it, I can do it too. All right, go ahead, Princess Pretty. You got that one. Moose to the Goat. And then I is still scratching and surviving. All right. Uh-oh. Here we go. What did Augustus decide to do that would help and make him money at the same time? How to make ice cream? Ask him questions. Actually, it was the green one. Sell his ice cream to the shop owners. So he said, they can't make ice cream as good as me. So I'm going to sell mine to them. They got to come to me, the ice cream man. You dig? That's what he said. All right. So let's see. Let's see here. We still got Princess Pretty, Moose to the Goat, and I. Very good. Very good. All right. What was the second invention he came up with to make his ice cream faster and last even longer? Okay. This is something he did. He added something. Now, this is something you would have to have listened to the story for, unless you know about this process of making ice cream. Okay. Actually, so it wasn't just salt. It was rock salt. All right. So he couldn't just use the regular salt that we put on our season, our food. He had to get rock salt in order for it to make his ice cream faster and then even last longer. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let me show y'all what y'all looking for right here. Princess Pretty, Moose to the Goat, and then I. All right. Still doing great though. Still doing great. Y'all learning. What 2 businesses did Augustus create? Okay. He had an ice cream parlor and a rock salt business. He sold ice cream to other owners, and he had his own ice cream parlor, or ice cream shop, rather. He had his own ice cream shop and ice cream school. He sold rock salt and ice cream. Very good, y'all. That's right. He sold ice cream to the other owners. So that was one way he made money. And he still had his own customers for his own ice cream shop. That's entrepreneurship. That's the dopeness of that black man, Augustus Jackson. All right, y'all. Look at that, Princess Pretty. Go ahead, Moose to the Goat. And I. Let's do it. Last couple of questions, y'all. Augustus sold his, now this is a math question. Okay. He sold his horse for $1 each. If he sold 2 quarts in one day, how much money did he make? Simple math. He sold each quart for $1. If he sold 10 in one day, how much money did he make? Okay. So do the math, right? He sold each quart for $1 and he sold 10 quarts. How much money would he have made in one day? That means $10. So whoever put 10 is correct, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. $1 a quart, 10 quarts. All right. So let me show you guys. Let me see who was able to get that. Very good. Princess Pretty got that. She got that math problem. All right. That's what I'm talking about. I love it. Oops, sorry about that, y'all. All right. We down to the last 2 questions. What was another great business move that helped Augustus and his goals? This business move helped Augustus and his goals. He sold his business and used the money to help his family. He work with him. That was the correct answer. All right. You see the genius of him? He said, you know what? My family about to come in here and we're about to make this a family affair. While we're making money and serving the people, something that they love at the same time. This book right here, y'all, I'm telling you, it had a lot of gems in it for our community. That's why I was so pumped about reading it and making this Kahoot game. I said, man, this book right here, this is like a blueprint for what we need to do. Okay, to build our communities. Which one of these answers, last question, which one of these answers has a fact and an opinion? A fact is what? A fact is something that is true and it can be true. An opinion is what somebody thinks. All right. So if you chose, well, nobody chose blue. So look, the answer was he used rock salt to make the ice cream last longer. That was a fact. And it can be proven. Why? Because it was in the book. It said in the book. And the opinion was his ice cream was good. That's an opinion, right? Because there are some people who would say, no, his ice cream didn't taste that good. I thought it was nasty. It was all right. Okay, so an opinion is what you think and feel. A fact is something that is true and it can be proven. All right, so let's go and let me show you guys how you all did. And I'm super proud of y'all. Yay, Princess Pretty. She came in first, Musa the Goat second, and I came in with a strong third, y'all. Oh, wow. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I'm super proud of everybody. I thank you all for joining me. Again, like I said, I look forward to these Sundays. I hope you guys make sure you share, though. Make sure you share because I would love for people to look at the replay. Very good. Yes, yes. All right. Again, my name is Miss Sasha. Thank you all again. You all see the ticker at the bottom. We would love for you guys to donate if you can, because that allows us to be able to provide this platform through StreamYard and to purchase the books and to be able to continue to serve the community here in the greater Cleveland area by making sure that our people are literate. All right. So with that being said, take care and make sure you keep reading for at least 30 minutes a day. Remember, reading is freedom. Peace.